Hi there, welcome to Caffeinated Crafting, Season 2, Episode 1. My name is Daniela, known as Caffeinated Gert around the interwebs. I'm here in beautiful Middle Tennessee, although it's pretty darn dreary outside today. And I'm coming to you from the Gert Cave. Got a little drink. I recently discovered the sparkly water because I've been sick. And this way I get the bubbles without the calories. So excuse me while I guzzle the water here and there because I'm getting over bronchitis. And when I talk a lot, I still get the tickle. You know what I mean? All right. So, Season 2. I have missed you guys. I stopped recording about a little over a year ago. 1st of November. It would have been a year. And life has changed. I have a little more time. The boy is getting hella big. And I'm decided that I would like to get back into podcasting. For one, I miss the interaction with you guys. Two, I miss being organized in my crafting and keeping up with things like my Ravelry project page and actually posting things in a timely fashion. And I feel like when I am podcasting, it forces me to be organized in my crafting, and I need that kick in the hiney to be organized. So like I said, there's some extra time in the day now. I don't have to pick Aiden up anymore. No more car line knitting for me. Our internet has changed. The upload speeds are ridiculously faster, whereas before it would take me 1.5 to 2 hours to upload. When I uploaded the little short episodes for Hats for Kiddos, it was done in like 15 minutes. I was like, wow. I mean, I realized those were shorter episodes, but even those would have taken at least an hour. So, yay that. Also, I want to go back to recording every week. I feel like if I have an actual set day to record, I stay more organized. I feel like towards the end of Season 1, it was pretty sporadic with the recording, and then I'm out of the routine. I feel like at first when I did every week, I was in the routine and it worked better. It kept me on the ball, kept me organized. You will be shocked to know, totally shocked. If you know me, you will be totally shocked. I have show notes. I know! I'm totally going to be typing up show notes. This is a new and organized Daniela. What do you think about that? I had the hair done today. I'm fluffy and curly. What do you think? I like this side better. This side always wants to not cooperate as well. But my hair is so soft. Oh, it's getting so long. I actually had like an inch cut off today. And I'm rambling. So those of you that are used to my rambling, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here. And those of you that are new to my rambling, I hope you stay around, give me a chance, and hang out and knit with me, or crochet, or spin, or weave, or quilt. So there's going to be a little bit of everything. Excuse me. One of the things that I really want to do with my crafting is continue to work on what I want to work on when I want to work on it. I don't want to do too much as far as giving myself deadlines. That tends to bog me down and stresses me out. So while I am going to record every week, there may be some weeks that are super short because I didn't get a chance to do a whole lot. And there may be some weeks where it's longer because, for example, this week, starting today, I'm on vacation. So when I record next weekend, The plan is to record Friday afternoons. I think Friday afternoons will be my best shot. I work a short day on Friday, so I could record Friday afternoon, upload, and then have the weekend not to have to worry about doing anything podcast related. So I think it'll be Fridays. I used to do it on Sundays, and I might end up going back to Sundays, but I'm going to see how Fridays go. I have knit group on Saturday mornings. Sunday mornings, I usually Skype with my aunt and my dad. They're over in Germany. So I think Friday afternoon should work. It'll be sometime over the weekend. Probably Fridays. We'll just say that. All right, so Pistachio is over there. Pistachio's a cat using the scratchy post, if you hear that. We have a really big cat tree in the living room, but I moved the little one out of the way so I could use this space here with my background to record. So it's like a completely new toy because it's in a different spot. Oh. All right, so let's start with finished objects, shall we? I made several scrunchies. This particular one is knit out of Blue Moon Fiber Arts, Socks That Rock. The colorway is Pokey Explosion. It was a leftover I had after knitting a hat. The hat was a gift. It's gone. But it was it's a Pokemon Go inspired yarn. The pattern is Scrunch Me Up by Tina Von de Berg. It's on my project page. You'll be able to easily find it. I will have it in show notes. I probably won't do links in the well, if I do the show notes on Ravelry, which is the plan, I can easily link the pattern. So I'll do that. So patterns will be linked in the show notes on Ravelry. So you can find it there. It's a super easy little knit, great for leftover scraps. You knit a tube, and I think it's a free pattern. Pretty sure it's a free pattern. You knit a little tube, whip stitch it together around a regular old ponytail holder. I'm using these because I have big hair, so I need big ponytail holders. And there we go. All done. I knit two of these, well, 4 of these now. I knit 2 of these, 2 in this with this colorway, and I've knit a hot pink one for my neighbor, and I have a blue and white one, and I'll probably make some more because it's fun. My other finished knit is Outline by Beata Jezik. Is that how you say that? It's the awesome dyer behind Hedgehog Fibers. This is a free pattern, and here she is. It's ginormous. It turned out big. It's big, 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 and luscious. There. I knit this with my Advent swap. So this is my 3rd year of doing the 24 Days of Cheer Advent swap. There's a group. It's 24 Days of Cheer. I think that's what it's called. Pretty sure that's what it's called. I'll link it. The group's on Ravelry. Here, let me just look, so I'm not telling you fibs. Pretty sure that's what it's called. It's yes, 24 Days of Cheer. It is hosted by the awesome Hot Pink Socks, and aka Millie, who started the group, but Hot Pink Socks pretty much does all the moderating at this point. So if you're interested, go over to the group, and there's a thread right now if you're going to be interested for this year. It's just interest at this point. Sign-ups will be later in the year. So you get assigned a partner and they make you an advent calendar with, we did like 5 to 6 grams of yarn. So you can use your leftovers. So every day you get to open a little package of yarn. And so every day I added a different little stripe to my outline that was from my advent calendar. Now 24 days would not have been enough for this big old scarf. So I did put in some of my own leftovers just to stretch it. So on the days that I had more time or felt like I wanted to keep working on it, or if I felt like, so this was my yarn that I cast on with, and so then this is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and it was feeling a little muted, so I added this one for a little punch. So when I felt like it needed a little punch, or I had more time to knit, or then when I got to the end and I needed it to be longer, I did add some of my own scraps, but all of my advent yarn is in this scarf. It's warmer here. I had the heater on earlier, so I'm going to take it back off. But it's so comfy, cozy, warm, and I'm totally already have plans to knit another one. There's that. Lovely. And that is actually a good little segue to WIPs, in that the lovely 24 Days of Cheer group, they're hosting a 24 gift socks along. So you could knit a pair of socks every month between now and Christmas to put in your gift bag, box, whatever you use, and then have some Christmas gifts all done up. There's not really any kind of specificity as to what kind of sock. They do have a featured designer, I think every quarter. So if you use a pattern by that featured designer, you get 2 entries instead of just 1 entry. But you can really knit whatever sock you want and get an entry. And there will be prizes later. But really, it's just good encouragement to get some Christmas knitting out of the way. This portion's featured designer is Sarah Stevens, and I do love her patterns. I have knit several of her patterns in the past, and so I decided to knit. These are the Perfect Puddle Jumpers, which are DK weight. My goal is to knit some DK weight socks this year for gifts. Everyone has a bunch of regular socks at this point. I thought for Christmas next year it would be nice to have some thicker socks for a little change. Plus, let's face it, they go faster. And they're riding around in my fringe bag, my big fringe bag, which is like way more room than this project needs, but I'm kind of use it as a purse too when I go out and about. I just stick my wallet and everything in there. I love that bag. I actually splurged and got a second one. They had a warehouse sale after Christmas, or and I used Christmas money and bought a second one. I love it. So, puddle jumper, Perfect Puddle Jumper socks by Sarah Stevens. I cast these on yesterday. I am using Miss Babs Yowza in jellyfish, something jellyfish. Deep sea jellyfish. And this is what I have so far. It's actually written to be bottom up, but I like top down, and I like using a Fish Lips Kiss heel. So I'm knitting mine top down. It's very, just a very subtle little pattern, very easy. Just enough that it has, excuse me, has a little texture. The cough is real, yo. Actually, it's so much better, you just don't even know. But anyway, Perfect Puddle Jumpers. Big, huge skein of Yowza. I'm thinking I'm going to get more than 1 pair of socks out of it. Well, I know I'm going to get more than 1 pair. Maybe I'll get almost 3 pairs out of this. I'm going to use this until it's gone. I love this yarn. I love the yarn. I love the color. But I've not found a project that I want to use it in. I don't know why. So it's going to get used up for socks. And I'm actually going to put these in a different bag, because instead of my fringe bag that I use as a purse, and I'm going to stick it in this bag so it has its own little bag. This is a super cool bag. Check it out. One of my friends was in Japan in the fall, and she's one of my Pokemon Go friends, and she brought me this bag from Japan. It's a little Pokemon bag, but it's a perfect little project bag. I love it. So, 24 Days of Cheer group on Ravelry. If you're interested in doing the swap later in the year, if you're interested in doing the socks, go check it out. Next, I have a bag from Whimsy Stitches, my super awesome friend Rick. And in here, I have a hat. I'm using yarn by Black Cat Fibers. Black Cat Fibers. I discovered them at Middle Tennessee Fiber Fest in Dixon this year. I walked in their booth and I wanted every single thing in their booth. It was ridiculous. Their colors are just banging. Absolutely banging. I mean, look at this. Will you look at this? Look at this. So anyway. I'm knitting myself a hat. This is a make it up as you go hat. I have no pattern for this. I have no help for this. It's just a vanilla hat. It's just stockinette, ribbed on the bottom. I've got a stitch marker on there that I made. I played with some Shrinky Dinks and made stitch markers, and that's one of the ones that I made. And I'm using new to me needles. Well, I've had them a little while now, long enough to start this hat, but they are Addy. Is that for this? No, it's not the right. Well, they are Addy. They're Addies, but they're the new ones that have the little indentions. They're square and they have a little texture, like almost like little. Can you see that? Like little finger hold indentions. I really like them. I got a size 7 to try them out because it seems like 7 is the size that I use the most, and so I have a bunch of 7s. But I really like them. They feel good in the hand because the square, and then it's almost like they have little those little indentions, like your fingers fit in them nicely. Like them a lot. But so this colorway is Chrysalina there, and it's the Essential DK. Love this. I love it. All right, and there's my little Whimsy Stitches bag, and it's whimsystitches.com. You can find Rick and all his goodies there. Throw that over there. And next, in this, I think this is it, yeah, it's a tangerine design bag. It is, it's got the pigeon. Do you like the pigeon? Aiden loved the pigeon when he was little. That's why I got this bag. I've had it forever. It has little word bubbles on the inside and the pigeon and the bus on the outside. I have some socks on the needles in here. We have some, I've been working, so what I have been doing for the last year, I've been working on growing the local knitting group. So I made an app. Well, I didn't make the app. The app is called Meetup, but I made a group within the app. And now we have, we get together on Saturday mornings and knit. And there are always at least between 5 and 10 people. I mean, we have like 95 members. If everybody shows up at the same time, I'm such trouble. but usually we have a great amount of people every week, and we have found a lot of people that we didn't already know. They found us through the app. It's fantastic. If you live somewhere and you don't have a knitting group, check out that app. For users, it's free. For the organizer does have a fee. So for us, I take up donations periodically to help pay for the app, to run the app. But you should check it out if you're looking for a knitting group, because you probably could find one. Anyway, so we have a new knitter that wanted to learn how to knit socks. And so I cast these on to help her and show her how to knit socks. This is my own pattern. It's the basic worsted socks. You can find it on Ravelry. It's free. It's the pattern I used when I used to teach sock knitting classes all the time. She picked out this yarn, and then I picked out this particular color, so we were using the same thing. There were actually 3 of us that ended up doing it. I had a couple of new sock knitters that wanted to give it a shot. So I'm using Barocco Sesame, which is acrylic, wool, cotton, and nylon, and looks like this. Not my first choice for socks, but they're pretty. I have, and they are soft. I have one done. I just did shorty socks because I was just knitting them to help them out. Really wasn't my jam, really. They're going to go in the gift box, I think. They're cute, though. But I finally cast on the second one. I did the first one while I was helping them, and then they've just been sitting there. So I have the second one started, and they knit up really fast. They're on a size 4 needle. I think I have 44 inches. That would be a big sock. 44 stitches around. So they'll go really fast. These are new to me needles that I wanted to try out. They are from, is it Knit Pro? I don't remember, but they're a cool green color. I know I got them from the loopyu.com. Is it Knit Pro? I don't remember. I wanted to try them out, and I like them. I like trying different new needles out, because sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. But these have a really good, they have a nice join. Could be better, but it's a good join. And then I like the tip. It's nice and pointy. And the color changes depending on what size needle you have. So it's easy to identify your sizes because of the color. Especially if you have multiples and you need to try to find the matching ones. We have that. Let's see what else have we got in here. This cute bag is from, where's my tag? I know there's a tag. I checked to make sure yesterday. Good Stuff Craft. Good Stuff Crafts. Here we go. I love the yarn ball fabric, but the reason I bought the bag is because of the bottom. It's cork and it has gold flecks in it. I love that. I'm so easily entertained. And I also like the inside. This is a cool bag. In here, I have Tarragon, the Gentle Dragon, or what will be Tarragon, the Gentle Dragon. Right now, all I have is this. It looks kind of like a duck. Quack, quack. I'm using yarn from Twist Fiber Studio. It's why did she make it so hard to pronounce? Nantahala DK? It's the DK from Twist Fiber Studio in the chameleon colorway. I see you, Ashley, making things hard to pronounce. I see you. So I am knitting him. He needs arms, legs, wings, and scales across his back, and a tail. So he's only very partially finished. Oh, I should put the pattern back in there. Otherwise, I'll be wondering where that is later. Yeah, I didn't match the background on purpose. I had this shirt on, and then I sat down and I was like, oh, we're just matchy-matchy today. I had on a vest, which is kind of broke it up a little, I guess, but it was too hot in here. I had to take it off. Hot. All right. Next, we have a cute Pokemon bag that Rick from Whimsy Stitches made for me for Christmas. Was that sweet? I love it. In here, I have a scarf that I am knitting for Aiden. I'm knitting, it's the Mistake Rib scarf. And this is how much I have so far. I got the yarn to make him socks, but he asked if he could have a scarf. So I'm like, yeah, you won't outgrow the scarf, so you totally can have a scarf instead. The yarn is from Cedar Hill Farm Company, and it is Squee DK in the colorway Abyss. Now the reason I bought this at Fiber in the Burrows, first time I had seen their booth, and the reason I bought it is that it's a DK weight, but it's 75% superwash and 25% nylon. So it's a DK weight with nylon. Now, I don't think I had seen that before. And I thought that was pretty dang awesome, which is why I got it to make socks. Because of the nylon. But the colorway is beautiful, and it'll make a gorgeous scarf that hopefully he'll be able to keep forever, rather than the socks that he'll outgrow, because he's got this thing, he won't stop growing. So Cedar Hill Farms, check that out. DK yarn with 25% nylon in it, and it's superwash. Fantastic. And the colorway is just, the yarn is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's blue with all kinds of depth. So much depth. Look at that. Ah, gorgeous. So it's living in my Pokemon bag from Rick of Whimsy Stitches. Over the last year, I have destashed. I still have way too many bags, but I've destashed a lot of bags. I basically kept just my really favorites. I've kept all of Rick's bags. I love his bags. They're so well made. They're the right size. They're awesome. I kept my bags from SoFlo because they're amazing. They're geeky. I love the fabric. They're well made. My bags by Terry, I have 2 of those, kept those. My Falula bags, kept those. And Falula has a shop. I don't think she has a shop anymore. I don't think. My fringe bags, love my fringe bags. And I love that they're basically local to me, so I'm basically supporting a local business because they're in Nashville and I'm just like an hour away. Trying to think. I got a couple of new bags at Into the Wool this fall. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the bags that I've kept. So I still have way too many. Oh, and Twist Fiber Studio. I've kept some of her bags. Specifically this one. I don't really have a whole lot of Ashley's bags. I love this one though. This one, the top part was dyed by Ninja Chickens. So it was like plant dyed. And then Ashley made the bags. I got it at Fiber in the Burrow 2-3 years ago. It's been a while. So in here I have, so I cast on a Hansel by Gudrun Johnson, which is a Hap shawl, in January of last year. And it was, well, no, I didn't cast it on in January. It was a spin along, knit along, hosted by Spin Off magazine. And my friend Debbie writes for them, and so I was like, oh, I can do that. That'll be fun. I'm trying to find an actual, I don't think I have a picture of it. So there's also a class on Craftsy, which is now Blueprint, and I did the class, so there's not an actual picture. It's a square shawl, okay? I'll link it. It's a square shawl. But so I spun the yarn, and the yarn was merino from Swoonish, a mixture of three. I did like I had 3 braids from her. 2 were the same, 1 was different, and I split them all up and spun them. So that I started in January. So the spinning started in January. The project was supposed to be done in April. Obviously, that didn't happen because I'm still working on it. My goal for this week while I'm on vacation is to finish this shawl. We'll see if that happens. And I can't really see how. So you knit a square and then you knit around the edges for the border. And I'm on the border. The inside is all knit. And I can't show it to you because it's like, it's on the needles. But the inside, here's my hand spun on the inside. And then now I'm using some contrasting colors for the ripply stripe around the outside. And I am using, oh gosh, what am I using? I'm using this. This is from the Color Wheel, and she's not dyeing anymore. But I don't remember what the colorway is. And I don't know that I have a tag here. Tag in there? No. Not in the bag. I'm afraid I don't have a tag. So I'm using this for my stripes to go with my hand spun. I also have this leftover yarn from my very first Yarn Cartel box. I've been doing the Yarn Cartel with Countess of Blaze since last January, and I have loved every single skein of yarn that I got in it. This was the very first one. It was Prohibition. It's Tia Merino, so it's a single. I knit myself a sock head out of this. It's freaking amazing. It's so soft and lovely, and I wear it a lot. It looks fantastic. This purple has so much depth. There's so much. It's amazing. But so I have this left over. And I think it'll be one of the stripes, because see, I think it'll go quite nicely there. So that's what's in this huge bag. Huge bag. I might need a third stripe of a different color. So I have this little tiny ball pulled, but I don't know that I'll need it. I have more of this if I do need it, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm at the point in the hand sew that I can't knit on it and talk to other people or watch TV, which is why I haven't worked on it. So I'm hoping I'll have a day or two while I'm at home this next week to just really kind of sit down and focus and knock out that section so I can finish it up, because there's really not much left to do. It's just that I have to pay attention to the part I'm knitting at this point. Excuse me. All right, last project on the needles, and those of you that watched season 1, end of season 1, will have seen this before. This is in my second huge ginormous fringe bag, and it is my scrappy memory blanket, which is almost finished. So it's huge. I think, so I have 2, let me see if I can get there. Can you see that? Yeah, I have 2 rows started there. I think I'm going to finish those 2 rows and call it a lap blanket and be done. I want to use it like, it's big enough to use like while I'm watching TV or if I'm sitting at the computer or that kind of thing. And that's what I really wanted for. So I think those squares, however many left I have, maybe like 10, 12 squares, and then I'm calling it a day for that. All right, that's all the knitting. Other things I need to do work on at some point this year is I have a quilt top finished that I need to put together and quilt. I have Christmas blocks for a quilt top that need to be sewn together and then made into a quilt. I have several hexie projects started to sew up, and I want to finish them up and put them together. I have fabric woven. Let me see if I can find a picture of, I was going to bring the one I have in my purse in here to show you guys. I made some little like coin purses. And I want to make some more for gifts this year. Let me see. Here they are. So I used my own woven fabric and then made it into the little coin purse. And I've woven more fabric, but I need to actually make the change, the little coin, the purses. This is one I made with fabric. That was a gift. Here's another one, fabric. And here's another pink one that I did that was on the bias. I actually liked how that fabric on the bias, it looked better. And here's the insides of them. So I really want to make some more of those. So let me see. I think, yes, that covers this week. So I am going to upload this baby. I'm going to type up the show notes and put them on Ravelry. You can find them in the Caffeinated Crafting Ravelry group, or you will be able to find them by the time this is there. I will link the patterns, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.